This is an INDESIT washer dryer at the bottom end of the market. Washer dryer model IWDD7123. I give this washing machine the thumbs up. The reasons I like it are, I'm surprised at how good the wash is, although I'm no expert. I've used it about 10 times and I'm surprised how soft the washes are. And also the noise, especially the spin, there's very little vibrating. So the noise is pretty quiet. So this is a very naive review. I've used it about 10 times and I find that the washes are coming out really soft compared to my old machine. My old machine was 12 years old. It was a surprise to me though. It's like towels and things. It's almost as if I used fabric conditioner when I didn't. Maybe all new machines are like that now, I don't know. It's a cold fill machine, so you've only got one valve inlet at the back, bringing in cold water. Here's my two pipes at the back of the machine. I've got my cold fill up here. Sometimes it can be blue. It doesn't matter what colour it is as long as you know it's the cold valve. There's the electricity socket going to the plug. And down at the bottom there's the drainage valve which goes to the sink waste pipe. Here's my sink waste pipe right next to my washing machine, and that's the grey drainage pipe going to the waste of the sink. You just literally slot that on. So I think that means it's a condenser dryer, and it's not a vented dryer. You don't need to worry about the place getting steamed up. It all goes into a pipe into your waste drainage system. Often machines will have access to the water pump down here in case you get things stuck in your wash that get stuck in the filter. I wondered if this machine had one. It does. You take this facing off and it's under there. On my last machine as an INDESIT washer dryer, it packed up because the dryer pump pipe get clogged up and I couldn't get access to it. I don't know whether you can get access to the dryer pipe on this one or if it's easy to access. I get the feeling probably not, because they don't seem to design washer dryers that way, but they should. It's got 16 programs which you work with this style. You can also set your own temperature for the washes from 30 degrees to 90 degrees and cold. And for the dryer, you can set it yourself as well. This style, it can be quite hard to see where it's pointing. I might even put black marker ink over there. It's almost like Braille, trying to see it. You feel it more than you see it. It's got 16 programs, 10 washes, plus an express wash and dry, which is a 30-minute quick wash, 2 main dries, plus that one, and you can rinse, spin or drain if you want to do them separately. So you've got total control on the machine, and you can also personalise the temperature of the wash. So that's at cold at the moment, that's 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 70, 80, 90, cold. And also, if you do a 40 degree wash and you have this pointing at 90 degrees, it'll do it at 40 degrees. It will overrule a setting that's too high for that program. I don't know about lower. It probably doesn't overrule lower settings from the program. You also have control of the dryer. 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 100 minutes, 180 minutes, iron dry, hanger dry, closet dry. As you can see, these three take really long, and it says it's got an auto dry sensor in it, which should automatically switch it off before the end, but I've never got to that stage, so I can't be sure about that. Don't quote me on that, you'll need to check up. But if you do something like a closet dry, you're going to be a long time. Here's a quick look through the instruction manual. It's got an on off button. The beeps that the machine make, say at the end of the wash and stuff, are very quiet, so they don't annoy you. If you leave this on and stand by, it'll switch itself off after maybe 15 or 30 minutes, I'm not sure how long, but it'll switch itself off to save any standby power. You can delay the wash start time using this, and it goes up early for 24 hours. There's also an eco time option, and this is to save a bit of water and electricity, I guess, but when I've checked the programs it doesn't save much time. Maybe it does away with a rinse or something, I don't know, but you're not saving much time. There's two spin speeds, 1200 revs and 600 revs. There's how you start the wash or pause it. So you can pause it during the program at a lot of stages, and these LEDs give you more information. Wash, rinse, spin, I think, and drain, and a washer dryer. That'll go red when the program's on to tell you the door's locked. That'll light up when it's finished. Here are the programs which you use this dial to select. You can also, as I say, personalise them. I'm not sure what happens, say if you've got that set at cold fill and you set program 1 for 90 degrees. You don't really want to do a white cotton at 90 degrees and find out that it's done it at a cold. So I'm not sure if you have to set them before. Please check. Here's number 1, white cotton, 90 degrees. Number 2, cotton 60. Number 3, probably most will use this. Number 4, synthetics. 5, wool. 6, silk curtains. Jeans, number 7. 8, sport intensive. 9, sport light. 10, sport shoes. The dryer, cotton. Synthetics. This is an express wash and dry, 30 minutes long, and partial ones for a rinse, a spin, and a dry and a drain. The door's alright, nothing great. Just a basic catch. You can close it quietly if you want. Here's inside the tub. What I noticed was this is a new shape to me, and the clothes seem to move around nicer, they get beaten better in the wash, and they seem to sort of hang about during the dry. Here's a detergent drawer. You don't put anything in here, it says in the manual. You put your washing powder, liquids, etc. in there, number 2. And your fabric conditioner goes in, number 3. And if you need to pull it out, you sort of pull it up from underneath if you want to wash it. It's designed to do a 7 kilogram wash maximum and a maximum of 5 kilograms for the dryer. Water balance, I don't know what that means. I guess most people would use the coloured cotton wash, number 3. So I'll let you see the length of times. So at cold it would be 130, 1.5. 30 degrees, 152. 40 degrees, 205. If you select this higher, it will ignore it. So 40 degrees, 2 hours 5 minutes, and then I've had 40 minutes of a dry. 60, 100, this is a dryer. Iron dry, 5 hours 15. 5:35, 6:20. But as I say, it's supposed to have some sort of auto dry sensor from what I've read. So that might be shorter. But I wouldn't quote me on that. So I'll start a coloured cotton wash, 40 degrees. And what I like about this machine is especially the quietness of the noise. It was a lot less than I expected. It's very heavy at the base, round at the bottom of the machine, and I think this might help it with stability during a spin, because it doesn't vibrate, it hardly vibrates, and when it does it's really stable and you don't get that bass and drums like from a band. And so it might not go through to a neighbour's, say a neighbour's flat. It might not do that, I don't know, I can't guarantee that. But it certainly doesn't shake and rattle and roll like my old machine. And also the spin has got a sensor, a load balancing sensor, and it doesn't go to full load if it thinks it's going to be unstable at the highest speed. So with those two things, I think it's made it really good for the spin. The high pitched noises, there's a few high pitched noises, but that would only annoy somebody, say, in the room, or if it was an open plan. But even then, they're not too bad, the high pitched noises. You know, like a high pitched motor squeal. There is a cheaper version of this machine without this LED, but I find that this is the minimum I'll go to. It must have some sort of LED information so that I can at least know the time, the length of time, the wash, how long it's got still to go, etc. So for me that was a must. I think it was about £5 or £10 extra for that. INDESIT were taken over by Whirlpool a few years ago. I don't know if that makes any difference to the quality, but I'm impressed with the quality since this is an entry level machine. I've seen INDESIT machines at the bottom of markets, the range called NX or Eco, and I get the feeling this machine might be slightly older, this model, or this range, and maybe the NX is a more recent model. I don't know, but don't quote me on that because I couldn't find it. So my final verdict is, for a machine at the bottom of the market, I give it a thumbs up for a good quality wash and for quietness, especially the spin. Here we go for a spin. 10 minutes.